I'll be back at Zanadu Comics for Christmas. You can count on me. Hey everybody, I've been missing for like 3 or 4 weeks, and but
he was almost fired.
I was almost fired, but the Professor Marvel is back. We're all back together again in one big video, and Sam is back there behind the helm. So we're all here, and these are Twas the Comics Before Christmas, and awesome new comics, great gifts, and we got great new collections. So we're gonna kick it off. I want to kick it off with it's Christmas, but this sounds a little naughty because I'm saying the word hell, but it's Hellcat. Hellcat, Patsy Walker, brand new series by Kate Left. Here's what's cool about Hellcat, Patsy Walker. Before Marvel was even Marvel Comics, she was an awesome character. Back when it was timely, she was a romance character. But then they rebooted her in Marvel, and she became a member of the Defenders. And she was kind of this supermodel who said, you know what, I'm going to be a superhero. And she was a lot of fun. She was Avengers for kind of like that much. Yeah. Then she was Defenders for a long time. Then she, remember when they did the 50 City Initiative, and they said, we're sending you off to Alaska. But Catherine Eminem did a great service.
Yeah, that was really
that's
fun.
right. That was with David LaFuente, right?
Yeah,
What about that time she was married to the Antichrist?
Yes, the son of Satan.
We don't talk about it.
It was a hell of a marriage. And she was last seen, obviously, as a supporting character in the great She-Hulk series as a detective. Well, now she's back. She's back on the streets of New York, mixing up superheroes and looking for work. She's just one of those great, fun characters. So, Patsy Walker, Hellcat #1 this week. And let's go to Morgan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the switch up.
Spot here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, another superhero return here, this time from Valiant. We've got the new Dr. Mirage miniseries. This is Second Lives by the team from the first one. It's Jan Van Meter on writing and Roberto De La Torre. There we go. I had to check my visual aid over here.
Yes.
Torre.
Torre.
That was a real surprise hit from Valiant. It's just like, okay, well, we're going to pull another one of our characters from our back catalog from 1995, and it ended up being actually a really, really cool series. Like, more of a serious, spooky edge on it than a lot of Valiant stuff has. You know, they got stuff like Archer and Armstrong, like, Quantum and Woody, that stuff. Even like, Immortal Warrior or
Eternal Warrior.
Eternal Warrior, that one. It can be kind of silly, but this is a spookier, more moody side of that universe, and we're gonna have a nice return to that for this.
Yeah, De La Torre does really good, dark, like scratchy horror art stuff. Yeah, very good. And my first book from Vertigo is Last Gang in Town. New one from Vertigo. Vertigo's been, really trying to make another kind of push for the market. This one looks really cool. It's brought to you by Simon Oliver of FBP and Rufus Dayglow, who's been doing a bunch of the Tank Girl stuff in the years that Jamie Hewlett has been absent. And it takes place 70s punk scene London at a time after the Great Train Robbery, where crime in London has kind of become soft and fleshy, and it needs to become hard and vicious again. And the story follows one gang of bandits through the 70s, the 80s, and beyond as they try to bring back the real face of crime in London. Which sounds very, very cool. Lots of purples, lots of oranges, lots of baseball bats to faces. I'm excited.
What if the Adam West Batman teamed up with the Man from U.N.C.L.E? Yes, I am the oldest man up here, as they always remind me, but I wasn't around for the original Adam West Batman and Man from U.N.C.L.E, but I did see the reruns when I was a kid. This is a great new series. It's a mini-series. It takes these awesome 60s fun, campy stories and puts them in one cool story. Thrush, which was the supervillains of Man from U.N.C.L.E. They have come to Gotham City to recruit all of Adam West Batman's bad guys. And then Adam West goes on the run with Napoleon Solo and Ilya Kuryakin. Those are the two heroes of Man from U.N.C.L.E. For those of you who do not remember, this awesome, campy, cool cult 60s spy show. And together they go on a global chase around the world after the bad guys. So a lot of fun, that great 60s flair. If you've loved the Batman series that Jeff Parker's been doing, throw a little bit of Super Spy, kind of the campy Super Spy, not the Bond Super Spy, but definitely more campy Super Spy. And you've got Batman meets the Man from U.N.C.L.E. And now let's go to Cousin Morgan.
Cousin Morgan now. Okay.
I'm sorry, just one second though. I had this thing,
yes.
So it's called The Man from U.N.C.L.E?
Yes.
But it's two main characters every episode.
Well, only one of them is from U.N.C.L.E.
Where's the... No, they're both from U.N.C.L.E. That's the team.
No, the other guy is Russian.
No.
Maybe?
Well, yeah.
He is.
The team that they're on is U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, I haven't seen that show. I'm not old like you.
Yes.
That new hip stuff, though, while still retaining the campiness, especially from, Batman 66, there's a bit of link there from cover artist Mike Allred over to Art Ops #3 from Vertigo, which he's drawing along with Matt Brundage. Sean Simon of The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys is writing this series. And it's really just honestly the most Vertigo book that Vertigo's put out in the last, 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Paintings coming to life, people going into paintings, party girls who haven't stopped partying since the 80s. It's all very, very groovy, as Allred would have said back in his prime.
Indeed. And my next book is new Rocketeer at War from IDW. Rocketeer is back again. IDW likes to kind of roll him out every few months, 6 months. This series is brought to you by Mark Guggenheim and the awesome Dave Bullock, who is very, very nice, great artist, and he's got a very classic style. It's the Rocketeer. It's gorgeous women and, Pulp 30 stuff and Nazis. It's the Rocketeer. You should know what this is. For those who don't, watch the movie, read the Dave Stevens comics, one of those. But yes, very excited for Dave Bullock to come onto this one. Very kind of close style to Darwin Cook, so if you dig that kind of thing, but you want your comics on time, you go to Mr. Bullock. That's right.
I do remember the Rocketeer. I did go to the movies to see that one.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes.
My next pick is Robin, Son of Batman #7. I have loved Robin more. If you haven't caught up, basically what happens is, Batman's in. Bruce Wayne's got amnesia. Jim Gordon is the new all new high-tech Batman, and all these kids have decided to kind of become vigilantes, and we are Robin. And so there's a big crackdown on those kids. Something kind of goes wrong, and so Gotham City kind of cracks down on these kids. And so it's pretty much they've declared war on anybody who's Batman. But it's great that they've got Damian, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, they've all come back to Gotham to solve this mystery, and they've already kind of revealed it, but the Court of Owls is back. If you love that awesome group of villains from Scott Snyder's first arc of Batman, they're kind of behind it, and what's going on? There's been kind of hints that they're after the Grey Sun ultimately, but Damian is back after his awesome Year of Blood storyline. Patrick Gleason is telling the chapter, and Damian, he thinks he's the one and true only Robin anyway. He's just got
He
that
is the
cockiness
one and
to him.
true only Robin.
Yeah, pretty much. Morrison said so.
Yeah, right? He'll shank you if you think otherwise.
So the latest chapter of Robin Wars this week, and I think we still got the first issue.
Yeah,
We kicked it all
absolutely.
off and some of the other
Yes.
tie-ins.
Yep.
So come in and check out the Robin War.
And since we've been talking about Morrison, or at least I've been talking about Morrison, tying that into Nameless #6 coming out this week, finally, from Image Comics.
Finally.
Morrison and Chris Burnham's tale of interdimensional horror and space finally comes to a close here. You can expect a nice little Image trade paperback in a month or two, maybe.
Probably.
But for now, that last floppy issue to finish off that run will be here for you on Wednesday. Just hope that nothing comes out of it through some weird pseudo magic.
We are not
I don't
responsible for any things that may happen after you buy it here.
Comic spooky.
That's
Real
right.
spooky.
And my next book is very excited that they're reprinting this stuff. It's The Demon, Hell's Hitman, Volume 1. This is reprinting the stuff from Garth Ennis and John McCrea, who went on to create and do the book called Hitman, which was coming out almost concurrent to when Preacher was. And it was a DC book set in the DC universe, but kind of in a secret little back corner of Gotham that followed Tommy Noonan, who was a hitman, and he first appeared in Demon. And the Demon, for those of you who don't know, is Etrigan, created by Jack Kirby. And he speaks in rhyme and riddle. And Garth Ennis is one of the few people that actually do that he actually speaks in rhyme. And this was a little bit before John McCrea got a little lazy. He's a little lazy these days, but man, this stuff then was awesome. And it's just nasty and dirty. He's got a really good way of making comics feel kind of I don't know, it just felt very dirty. This one's got 40 and 42 to 49, which is the first about 7 issues, as well as Hitman's first appearance where an alien does bad things to him and you get superpowers out of it.
It was the 90s.
It was the 90s, and it was Garth Ennis. But freaking awesome, so if you're a fan of Garth Ennis stuff, highly recommend it.
My final pick of the week is Extraordinary X-Men #4. The world as we know it with the mutants. Here's what's going down. The Terrigen cloud, which creates new Inhumans, is attacking mutant DNA, and so it's killing and sterilizing mutants. It drove Cyclops, supposedly, this all happened off panel. He attacked Inhumans, he's dead. Everybody wants to hate Cyclops.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody hates Cyclops. I love Cyclops, I think he's awesome. Give the guy a break. But anyway, so Storm is
Young
leading
Cyclops or old Cyclops?
Old Cyclops.
I like old Cyclops.
The one that is a terrorist. Excuse me. A mutant
I like
terrorist.
him.
A
No, he's
dangerous
not.
mutant terrorist.
He is a he fights for his people.
Visionary.
Anyway, so Storm, who I love, Storm is in command. It's a cool new team. She's kind of assembled it together. She's been trying to get save all the mutants that she can from the Terrigen Cloud that's attacking them. And is that's bad enough? You've got Limbo. They put the Professor X's school in Limbo, and then of course that didn't go right. But anyway, so now in this issue, as if they don't have enough going on.
This is only issue 4.
Yeah, Jeff Lemire does not play around. Jeff Lemire is just like, he just goes in like he's Quicksilver with this thing. And Humberto Ramos is, of course, on the art. But in this one, Mr. Sinister comes back in a big way, and he's also tied. It looks like there's these new Marauders going on, and where's Nightcrawler been? But if you like Colossus and Magic, they're on the team. Adult Iceman is on the team. And there's this, if you want to go to comicsblend.com, shameless plug, I have this little theory. There's this thing that's going on with Storm, and it's kind of like, is Jeff Lemire setting the stage for the return of an X-Man who's dead, which never happens.
Nope.
Never happens. I don't care when it happens. I love it. It's in the story of how they do that. So, Extraordinary X-Men is a lot of fun. Jeff Lemire's really just come in and brought some exciting new energy to it, and we love Storm in the lead. So,
Storm is badass.
yes.
All right. Is that me then?
I think so.
It's your turn.
Nice. I have a book here, actually. Well, I don't have it in my hands, but we have it on this magical screen of ours right here. That I'm very excited for. This is Island number 5.
Yes.
This has not only Matt Sheehan and Malachi Ward's Ancestor Part 2, one of my personal favorite stories. It's got Farrell Dalrymple having another chapter of Pop Gun War, and Simon Roy's, what was that, Habitat?
Habitat.
Yeah.
So good.
An awesome sci-fi cannibal story.
It's
If
the
that's
best
not enough
thing
to
he's
sell it
done,
to you,
man.
like-
It's so good.
I can't help you at all. Island continues to be the best and almost the only anthology series on the stands
Almost.
that's worth reading, at least.
Yeah,
you should really
almost.
be picking up like 5 copies, one for you and one for all your friends.
Absolutely. And my final book of the week, it is time to gush once again. Cobra, 25. This marks 3 years that Fife embarked upon his mad mission of monthly freaking awesome comic books. These aren't quite monthly anymore, but he did do the 12. And I've been rereading them, and really, I know we say this before, but this is one of the greatest things that have been put on paper. This is one of the best things we have in the store. This is one of my favorite things that have ever existed, ever, ever, ever. It's a continuous source of just inspiration and energy, and it just is perfect. It just is. It's absolutely stupid and amazing and perfect. Thank you, Fife. Thank you. And this issue sees a whole bunch of guest stars, including Charles Forsman, Ben Mara, Cat Roberts, who else did I say in there? What else was there?
Paul Mabry has
Paul Mabry has in there, and Jeffrey Brown. So this is really an all-star cast of stuff. We have all 3 trades. It's a beautiful Christmas present or holiday present for anybody looking for superhero stuff that is not influenced by the corporate machine, that we will say. And I think
Like
that's...
me?
Well,
Okay.
you know, we're not going to name names here, Mr. Marvel, but,
Okay.
you know... I think that's about it. We want to wish you a very Merry holiday.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching and supporting us this year. I can't believe this year's almost done, which is kind of crazy. But we really, really do enjoy doing this every week, and thank you all for being here. Shameless plug, visit comicsblend.com, and these really awesome 80% t-shirts,
Hey.
you can get at 80%studios.storeenvy.com. That's right. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, no, I'm
Nothing
good.
for
I don't
him.
wanna sell
Okay.
myself.
All right, he doesn't sell
And
himself.
come down to Zanadu Comics. Great new comics, great trades, great t-shirts, great pretty much anything for the geek on your list this holiday.
That's right.
Happy holidays.
Bye, guys.